I'm using up the rest of my beet harvest with beet relish today. It's a super simple recipe and it tastes great. I've already chopped up my cabbage, diced my beets, diced my red peppers, and diced my onions. I'll begin by adding all of my ingredients into my pan, and that would be 4 cups of cabbage. I feel like cabbage is an ingredient that we used to use all the time, along with that beets, that are really good for you, but we just don't use as much anymore. And then 4 cups of beets, 1.5 cups of white sugar, 1 cup of red pepper, 1 cup of onions, 1 tablespoon of mustard seed, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 3 cups of white vinegar. And then I give it a good stir to combine it all and dissolve that sugar. It smells great already. I'll then put it on the stove, and as soon as it starts to simmer, I'll set the timer for 10 minutes. Now that it's done simmering, all I have to do is jar it up. I use 1/2 pints for this and go up to 1/4 of an inch of headspace, which is the space from the top of the food to the top of the jar. It ends up such a pretty color. It's kind of this pinkish color because of the combination of the beets and the cabbage. I overfilled one just a little bit, and all you have to do for that is just pull it out with a spoon. It's really not that big a deal. I kind of like using these little 1/2 pints because then, it's just a condiment. And so you use small amounts of it, and then you don't end up with it sitting in the fridge waiting to be used. And I'll wash off all of the rims with a clean, damp cloth. This makes it so that if any of the syrup got on the edges, it won't interfere with the seal. And then I place all of my lids on and place my rings on fingertip tight. I'll place these in the boiling water bath for 15 minutes if I'm at sea level. I'm at 1,200 feet, so I'll place it in there for 20. I need to make sure that the water goes about 1 to 2 inches above where the jars are at, and then I won't start my 20-minute timer until after they start to boil. Now that the timer went off, I'll remove the lid, turn off the heat, and allow it to cool for 5 minutes. Now the beet relish is all done, and I'll put it on a heat-resistant surface about 1 to 2 inches apart so that it can cool down well. And then I'll just allow it to sit there for 24 hours to let it get a good seal. After that point, I'll remove the ring and I'll wash the jars with hot soapy water, paying careful attention to where the threads are. These should then be stored in a cool, dry place and eaten within the next 1 to 3 years. I wouldn't taste test the relish I just made because it really takes a couple of weeks for relish to get that good flavor. So I would say minimum it should have 3 weeks in the jar before I try and eat it. So this is mine from last year. And it's so good because it has that earthy taste of the beets, the tang of the vinegar. You can taste the onions in there. That would be so good on a roast.